Joining me this week is Mulletzzz, the best hair in the Runescape free Twitch directory. At least that's what he says.
Sorry, I'm a professional.
No, you're not. I've watched your stream.
He's an RS free streamer and also has done a few YouTube videos here and there. He's only been playing for just over a year, so he's got a slightly different perspective than a lot of my previous guests. As always, we're going to be chatting about how he got into the game, his favourite moments in it, his favourite skills, and a whole lot of other in-game stuff. We're also going to touch on what his family thought when he first started going into full-time streaming nearly a year ago, and a whole lot of other stream-related topics. As has been the case for the last few weeks, this one was recorded live on twitch.tv/RSCC interviews, so make sure to head over there and follow the stream, and you'll catch the next interview whenever we go live. So I hope you're ready to join me as I head into the mind of Mulletzzz.
No! Ah! No! Ah! No! Oh no, dude!
This isn't normally how I'd start, but is the soundproofing wonky, or is the webcam wonky?
What are you talking about, man? No, yeah, it's crooked. It's like a ongoing joke. So about the soundproofing, I don't really drink often, and I was putting it up, and I was having a few beers, and I ended up getting drunk while putting up the soundproofing, and I thought it was straight, and then my wife came in and was like, do you know it's crooked? So now, I can't. It's been like a stream meme for a very long time, like Luigi says. So it's just there now. I can't fix it because people will rage.
Beautiful. Well, anyway, let's go back to the start. And how did you first get into RuneScape?
How did I get into RuneScape?
How were you introduced to it? What was the first time?
Well, I played when I was younger, but I only did fire making and wood cutting and stuff like that. But I didn't really spend a lot of time on it. I think the time I would really I don't even really count that as me playing RuneScape. Yeah, I did it, but I didn't get far with it. But I think the time that I got really far with it was when I started streaming. I had streamed for 2 weeks or 3 weeks before RuneScape, and a lot of people were asking for it, so that's why I switched over to RuneScape.
And then how did you kind of get going? What was the RuneScape journey on Twitch? How did that all
Oh man, it was quite wild. I kind of grew my Twitch along with me playing RuneScape. When I started playing RuneScape on stream, I was I'm a noob, I'm a pleb, it's a meme, but I didn't have any stats, so it was quite weird. But what got me because I did Dark Souls, I did a full playthrough of Dark Souls, but the reason why I stuck with RuneScape was the community really drawn me in, and I had so much love from that community, and it just bloomed from there. So it has definitely. I think we've been streaming for a little over a year, so I've been playing RuneScape for a year now. So it has definitely been a journey.
What would you say has been a favorite moment over that year or so?
Dude, the Archaeology hype. It was unreal. It on top of the Archaeology hype, I had just gotten onto a podcast with Mike and Will, and so my stream was just wild. I had never experienced anything like that, and I had never really experienced a grind on RuneScape 2, because everyone jokes around double XP and bonus XP. I had never really felt that grind. So me actually feeling Archaeology take a very long time to level up was awesome. Along with everyone in the same world, everyone together, excavating and stuff. It was just a blast.
Just seeing everyone that would normally be spread out across this entire world condensed into one of 5 places, and the Archaeology Guild as well.
Yeah, it was just so where we just did the $1,000 the race for the new quest. I had to do Archaeology, and there was not a soul, dude. It was actually heartbreaking.
Yeah, I didn't grind it too hard. I'm still 95, so I'm kind of slowly doing it in the background and we're getting there, but it's not I wasn't going completely ham because it's work and stuff. Did you go all the way up to 120, 200 mil, or where did you
Oh
stop?
no, dude! I got to like 80 something. I was like, I can't. Like I got really burnt out, and I feel like this is like, it was the peak of my stream, and I was riding on that hype. So like I was doing 17-hour streams, like it was unreal. Like I was having like archaeology hype. I was having people from the new podcast, so I was just literally trying to get my name out there, and I think it was nuts. Like we grew over like 700 people, like within that hype of the archaeology. Like I was just riding on that, and by the time I got to like almost 90, I think I got to 90, I couldn't stream, I couldn't play anymore. I was just so burnt out because like I was doing 17, 15-hour streams. Like I was just hustling.
It's a lot of the same thing. It's insane how some of the guys that did go for the 200 mil can do that.
Oh, they're nuts. They're nuts, dude. I don't know how they did it because like they were rocking on 4 hours of sleep, and then on top of like, you know, they were like on just that high, you know, of just trying to, you know, get placed, and they had I don't know, it was just amazing all the way around for the RuneScape directory during that hype.
Yeah, great seeing, and it seems like so many new faces have kind of grown after it as well. Like if you look now on the directory in the evening, you'll see like so many names that back at the beginning of the year, maybe 10 viewers, and they're all sort of popping off. It's great.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, the hype just brought like a lot of people, and I think like the epidemic was going on too. So like a lot more streamers, a lot new people were also like trying to get out their content and stuff like that. So like it was insane.
And lots of people were actually learning about the content as well with archaeology.
Yep.
Like everyone came to Twitch streams to ask questions. What was the most frequent question you'd get?
For archaeology?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm level 30. What should I do next? And I'm like, dude, I am the worst person to ask because like it's just like a meme. It's like I think I'm the, you know, like time wise, I've played the less out of all the other content creators. So it's just like a huge meme along like with all the other content creators. Like I don't know what's going on, dude. I'm just trying to have a blast. But like, yeah, I had that question a lot. And what else? I feel like the like having the Maddox or something, they always had questions about that.
Yeah, like what level did you get it and that sort of thing for the encounter. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy times. And wait,
I loved it, man.
I just lost my train of thought, but it's okay. Let's go into a standard question. Favorite skill?
Man, I don't want to be biased because like fire making was like what I did when I was younger, but then that was my first 99. But it would have to be without being biased in the first 99, it would either have to be Slayer or Archaeology.
Yeah, Slayer is a very common option, and it's, you know, partly down to I think the variety of stuff you get to do for it.
Yeah.
And what would you say for you makes it up there? Is it because you like the combat in the game, or?
Yeah. Well, I usually do PVM content for my stream, so I'm always at like Rags, or I've been like diving into Telos and stuff. So like if I want to like kind of chill and then talk to chat more and like be a little bit more involved with chat, then I will go to like I'll go do Slayer. It's something I could re-chat, I could do without dying, and it's overall just very nice. Plus, like I didn't like Slayer, and then my crew started yelling at me, and then he was like, "Do Slayer only on stream, or I'm gonna beat you up," because he's very abusive to me. So like I just did Slayer, and I actually enjoy it now.
So the Telos journey, how is it going? What's the aim with it? Is it just literally to
kill it, to not die? No, Telos is really hard to do on stream, because it's rough because I'm trying to kill it, but I'm also trying to take in information from chat because chat has big brain, dude. Like they just know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But like that's also like the downside of it is because they're like, why didn't you do this weapon switch to a backflip to like a handstand? I'm like, I don't even know what that means. Like I'm just trying to kill Telos. But like the last Telos stream we had, I ended up the first time I got destroyed. I couldn't even barely kill it with 0%, and then I stayed on racks for a very long time, and then really upped my PVM skills, and I ended up getting to like almost 100% like nonstop. Like the only reason why we stopped is because I was exhausted. Like because I always tell people like I'm not a very talkative person. I'm very to myself. I'm very shy, and streaming has like kind of brought that out of me. But like after streaming, I'm just done. Like I'm so tired. I'm just ready for bed, and like on top of like high PVM. So like on like talking, trying to do Telos and trying to take in all of that information that chat's given me is just took it out of me. So like I just ended and we got to like 100%, but I was really proud of it.
Yeah, I'm like 140% at the moment, I think. So getting over the 100% hurdle, because it's great like when you get those first few kills, it's like, oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's the end. And then suddenly at 100%, there's a whole next like section to deal with. It's like, oh no, where's my food gone?
I like how there's already a disclaimer that I was kidding about the Mike Ruth thing. Mike is a nice guy. This is off topic, but so Mike and I, we have like this, you know, good guy, bad guy versus thing. Like we're always throwing shade to each other, and people actually thought that was real. And they would like go into Mike's stream and like talk trash to him, and then like Mike's people would come to my stream and talk shit to me, and I'm like, what? We're actually friends. Like we hang out after like we played games together outside of stream. We're actually friends. We're just like, you know, chat likes to see us fight, so we fight. Like so, disclaimer: we're buddies, even though I hate him.
So what about a favorite boss then? Would it be Rax? Would you say?
Yeah, Rax all the way. So Rax like really helped me out. Like I was fighting God Wars Touchy 2 and I wasn't really having a fun time. Because after a while you kind of just learn the boss, and then you just sit there and you just, you know, with Hellweir and Vindy, you just sit there. And like Rax, you know, you keep on going up to 300%. And so like I don't know, it really helped me learn how to like DPS rotations, like use defensive abilities, and you know just how to get like that time lower and lower. And Rex has really helped me out. And I think I did like 500 kills straight. Like it was it was just insane. I think that was like another thing with like a burnout is like I'm ready for a new boss, because like I was already doing Rex, and then that RS Nerd and Weekly Kiwi and I did a Rex challenge, and it just took forever for me. I started having stuff go on with my life, and then I got in a terrible wreck, and then I was out for almost a month. So like, but the Rex challenge, like, it really helped me out, just because like I really needed the help on PVM.
Yeah, for me, I'd say Rex as well as the first bots that I really like got into, and I think it's because you've got every few days you've got a bit of variety in the different paths as well. That's another thing that helps it. It's not just building up to the 300%, the increased difficulty. Obviously that helps because you learn more about how to not take damage, and how dealing more damage quicker is very, very important.
Yeah, man, I got super unlucky with the challenge because I just needed the Fang, and I needed the Fang like right away. Like I got really lucky at the beginning and got all my drops. I just needed the Fang, and then for 400 kills, I was killing it with Mage, and I like kept on getting Web. And so it was just super unlucky and very tilting, because like I was like, I just want this Fang. So like when I like got the Fang and won the challenge, like I was like, that was not worth it. That all that Mage kills was not worth it. It was so awful, because like fighting Mage Rax is just awful.
Yeah, I did pretty much all of my kills so far as ranged. I've done a few melee, but ranged is just, I find it easier because you're not in reach of the cleave. And
yeah, range is a lot of fun along with melee, but like, oh my gosh, man, Mage was awful for 400 kills.
How many legs did you complete in the course of that challenge?
I had 2 extra after I won the challenge. I won it in 20 less kills, so I was like 380 something. But I had 2 extra. I had 4 full legs. See my mods know. Dude. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have a stream.
So are your mods mostly people you knew before, or are they kind of people that have come along for the entire ride with you on Twitch?
I have a couple mods that are still with me from day one. However, like everyone in chat right now, they've grown over the time with me, but they've been with me for the past 9 months, and I couldn't do it without them. Mods are best mods, dude.
Especially when you get the crazy hosts and raids. I know.
Oh yeah, man.
I'm sure over Archaeology, I'm pretty sure I saw Mike who did a 2K raid over to, which chat needs to be ready.
Dude, man, the streamer needs to be
Yeah.
ready for that. Like, I called it like the luckiest stream. I ended up getting, what's the Matic, the Mcando Matic? I ended up getting it like very quickly because everyone's like, I've been here since 80, I've been here since 90. I was like, I just got it. I'm like level 70 something. Then I ended up getting Archie, and then Mike sent me a 3,000 viewer raid. I was like, what is going on? I was like, this is like the luckiest day of my life. But man, like I feel like I can handle, like, everyone jokes around like my content is 90% me talking as like a just chatting girl, and then like 10%, not even that, 10% Runescape. So like I had trouble reading chat with like that many people. So like for my crew to like, and like all the other guys, like their streams were popping off. All those people having that many people like and racing along it's insane. They're nutty, dude.
So, what about a favorite quest? Have you delved into quests particularly, or kind of kept away from them?
You don't want to see me with quest. It took me like 6 hours to do Broken Home because everyone's like, do it without a guide, and no, it's like 4 hours. But still, like, I hate quest. Like, I don't know, because I'm gonna make so many people mad, but like it's super hard for me to focus and do quests and also talk to chat. If I did like I've done quests and they're not bad, like when I'm not streaming, but everyone always wants me to do quests, and then I have to like break their hearts to say no. Favorite quest.
I mean, how many?
I would have to say Broken Home.
Yeah. Even though it was a struggle, that elation, I guess, of getting it finally finished.
I would have to say Broken Home. Getting Prif, the very last quest, is a very, like, it's very close to my heart because, like, because, like, I started streaming from the very beginning, and I had, like, this journey of, like, building this community with everyone watching me, like, go to get Prif. And so when I went to go and finally got Priv, dude, like the whole community came in, and it was just like very heartwarming, and it was just it's a lot of people's favorite stream just because like everyone had just been waiting for that moment, and it was just amazing. We even had a pizza party to celebrate. Like,
yeah, because I think I've only been playing a few months more than you because I actually started January 2019, so. I think we're quite similar in terms of like our time playing. So how have you found the new updates and stuff? Because obviously there's a lot of veteran players that are having trouble with the lack of updates and content. For you as a newer player, what's it been like?
I mean, it doesn't really like. It's hard, right? Because like I haven't experienced everything. So like if I have experienced everything into a game that I love, and there's a drought of content, I would be upset. You know, I would be upset because like there was you know, because these people want content, but like I have so many things that I could do on like my Ironman, my main, like, so like the lack of content is not there for me because I haven't been playing this game for 14 years or as many hours as these guys.
Yeah, it's exactly the same thoughts I've got pretty much in that, there is so much depth behind and, well, history in the game in some respects to still explore. Like, I don't know if you've ever touched any of the mini games, because I've not even gone near Castle Wars or Soul Wars or anything like that yet.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played mini games on RuneScape.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame because some of them look quite fun, but just it's catching them at the right time. And I see Giant Tasks in chat, and he said about the spotlight that they do. The problem is I don't actually know where I see the spotlight.
What is spotlight? Does it like just? What is that task? Is that like it tells you like everyone go to this one, like this mini game?
So hey, look, we're both here, like absolutely useless. I assume it must be some kind of increased stuff you get for doing the mini games.
It's time to get flamed.
Come on, chat, please come up with the answers for us. 5 times Fala, and Fala's a currency that you can buy things with, so okay.
Oh, okay.
Alright, well we'll both have to investigate that after. After the chat. So, have you played any other games on Twitch since you kind of made the move to RuneScape? Because you said you kind of started up around about the same time, but have you ventured out and played much else, or not really?
No, not really. I mean, there would be like a couple I'm just like I just stream RuneScape unless like we're doing marbles or something like that. There would be a couple times that I'll play games with friends, but it's very like rare with it. If I do venture out and do like different games, I usually do like Discord streams just so I could talk to the community while I play different games. Yeah, and we played Fortnite, but like it was with like Mike and like Jeremy and Kiwi and stuff, so like it was with other streamers and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just mostly RuneScape.
Have you got any other like collabs or planned things in the future lined up, or a favourite thing you've done in the past?
Collabs and stuff at the moment. I don't know. Things are a little tough at the moment because my wife and I just found out that we are having a child. So,
Congrats.
And I just recently, thank you. And I just recently went back to my job. So like the streams are actually going to be a lot less. So if I do collabs, it would have to be like very scheduled and stuff. And that'd be like unfair to the other content creators that they would have to like balance around, that stuff. But like, it and like the reason like I just recently told like my community and stuff, and I told them that I'm gonna start like slowly backing away. It's not like on them, it's just like I know how I am. I've done this for a year. 7 months of it had been full time, because I got laid off from my job that I'm previous just got hired back because like they started regrouping everyone. So like I started streaming, did it full time and stuff, but like with the kid coming and just like how I know how I am, like my wife needs me more than anything, and she's been nothing but support for me when I didn't have a job, and I gave this crazy idea of like going and saying, hey, I'm gonna go full time creating. I have only been doing this for a couple of months, so like she supported me. We did it. We were full-time for 7 months. Like, it was insane. I got my job back. I went part-time. And then now with the kid coming, I owe her nothing but support for these next 8 months. And it would just be super hard. Like, with a full-time job, me paying attention to my wife and my kid. And then also having downtime for myself. Because, like I said, like, I'm not a very talkative person. Like, the whole streaming thing is like a facade. Like, I'm actually very quiet and stuff. But, yeah, I need to focus like on the kid and stuff. But if I could do like a couple streams a month and then just like stay in touch with my community, it'd just mean a lot. So, but like it seems like the community understands because like they understand that I need I have priorities to focus on. So
yeah, life is more important than the stream in some respects, and unless life is stream. Which it is for some people, obviously. So when you were making the step to full time, what did like the rest of your family think about it? Did they sort of know, or?
Well, my family's kind of like just boomers, dude. More of a boomer than I am, because like they're like, "Oh, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna do anything." I was like, I'm fine. Like, I'm paying my bills." So like, "How are you paying your bills?" I'm like, I play games online," and they're like, "How does that work?" I was like, "I whore myself out, I sing karaoke and do squats, and it gets me paid." And they're like, "What?" I was like, "And I also play RuneScape," but that's like besides the point. But like,
Have they ever tuned in and told you of what they've tuned into?
oh gosh, dude, my mom would throw a Bible at me. Like, it would have been awful. Like, no, they don't understand. They don't understand like technology and stuff. So like it's really hard, and like it kind of got rough because like I would go to like both sides of the family, and they're like, "Oh, there's a job opening." It's like I don't want to do that. Like I'm doing like what I love. Like we're paying bills. We're not struggling. Like it's like, you know,
You're actually
we're making it work. Like,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying what I'm doing, you know, like, and the only reason why I decided to like, because like the job, the reason why I started streaming was I needed a hobby. Like, and you know, I always tell people if they start streaming, people always start it for the bad reasons. I know I'm just sitting there talking about like money and squats and like dancing and stuff, but like on the like the real side, it's like, don't start streaming for money because you're gonna burn out and you're only gonna make it a couple of months. Because like it's just, you know, you have to build such a community with that, and like they have to show love and support. Like, do it because you enjoyed it. And like I had the job during when I started my streaming, so I wasn't worried about money. I could care less about like getting paid, getting subs, getting bits and stuff. But like with full time, you worry about that. So like the love of streaming kind of like disappeared for me, like, to be honest. And like I took the job just so I wouldn't have to worry about bits and subs and stuff. And like I feel like the streams have just been better.
I guess there's not that pressure of like seeing at the end of the stream like the amount of money made in the stream and being like,
Exactly.
If I keep going like
Exactly.
this, I'm gonna end up in trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because like streaming, you have good months, you have bad months, you know, you have in between months, and like it just took away that hobby from me. Like it is actually sad, man. Like you know, because it is something I enjoy. And like I always told them, I was like, I'm going back because I don't want to see you guys as money signs. Like I just want to see you guys as friends because I hang out with you every day for like the past year, and it's unfair for you guys that I view it as that way, you know. So yeah, but like it's it, you know, with the job back and stuff, and like it came perfect time because like the job came back. We found out on our anniversary that we're having the baby, so like it's just only, you know, looking up from here now. So it's awesome. Has your family ever turned? Okay, okay. Thanks for the clip, dude.
Yeah. Saved forever. Have you, in the year or so you've been playing RS3, ever dabbled with old school or been tempted to have a look at it?
Not really, man. So I deal with hyperfocus, and I get really obsessed with one thing for a very long time. And a lot of people think hyperfocus is a lot different. It's like, oh, he's focusing on that one thing because it's on a project and he's zoned in. It's not that. It's like you get obsessed with something over a very long time, and I can't focus on multiple things. And even with RuneScape, like I got really focused on Fortnite. I couldn't even like really think about, like, I didn't enjoy playing RuneScape because that's just how I am. Like I have my RuneScape moments where I just want to play RuneScape, and right now I'm back in Overwatch. I was a very high level Overwatch player before RuneScape took over my life. So I took a year off of Overwatch, and now I'm back in it. And so like going to old school, I don't know, man. I just don't see it happening. I would probably, like, nothing against the game. Like, there's nothing against the game. It's just probably not for me. And the whole time I'll probably be like, I just want to play RS3.
Fair enough. What about Iron Man?
So we just
Starting
started.
again. Yeah.
So we just started dabbling into that because I killed Rex 500 times. I got really burnt out on bossing. I was like, I need something different. and I started playing the hardcore Ironman. Everyone started loving it because like they could see me just fall over my face and like mess with that. And with Ironman, you have to do quests, so people are watching me do. But here's the thing: I enjoy doing quests on like hardcore Ironman and like Ironman because like it feels more rewarding, especially because like I didn't do quest when my account like started like at the beginning, because quests are OP at the beginning of your account. Like they're huge. Like you could get 1 through 50 on like any skill like through quests. Like it's insane. So because I know like the waterfall quest, you get like freaking 30, 40 like strength and attack. Like it's actually just done more quests on his Ironman. I've done more quests on my Ironman than my main. Don't at me, dude.
So I can't remember, I know you started the race already, but you had to stop it, didn't you, because of just the time commitment it was taking?
Yeah, that, and I got really sick. I got like a really bad cold, and so like I lost my voice. I streamed one day, and I just felt awful, man, the whole time. But yeah, I got sick at the worst time because like everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, he's actually being efficient." Like I was like getting like chat was being big brain and like giving me all these tips, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" But then like I looked and like saw these other guys just like crazy times, man. I was like, "Oh man, that's nuts." But like I felt like I had a good run, but I just got sick, and it would have been awesome to place because like I'm not great at this game. So it would have been like a huge like encouragement kind of thing like for me. It's like, hey, I actually did something. And that's like the first of like it was awesome like being a part of that because that's like the first of like RuneScape's Jax's like esports scene, So like it's gonna be cool to see like how they develop that. Yeah, it was a quest. Yeah, like but like that's a beginning. At least they're doing something. Like that's what I kept on telling people. At least they're doing something towards bettering that. So it just depends on what they do next. So, but I think a lot of people enjoyed the race.
What sort of thing do you think would work for making like a competitive tournament or whatever it may be for RS3?
Getting the community involved was like the biggest thing that I said. And like I could go into detail like what like categories would do well, but the RuneScape doesn't have like the power right now, like behind the scenes power to get everyone involved, and that's why they only did content creators, and all the content creators wanted the community involved. That's how you build hype, is getting everyone involved. You can build hype with like all the content creators, however, but if you get everyone involved, because everyone was stoked for the quest, they're like, oh, we're going to be able to, do this community thing. And then when they found out it wasn't community based, a lot of people got upset. But there's so much content with RuneScape. You can dabble into speedruns. You could dabble into PvM tournaments with like Telos time tournaments, or you have so much to do with RuneScape. It's dumb for them to not do it, so like they can just make all kinds of content with like, they have all these different bosses. God Wars Touch at 3 happens, boom, you have that. Like speedruns are really popular right now. Like who could kill the boss fastest? Who could do this quest the fastest? Like they could just dabble any other ways. Like there could be an esports. They could do like crazy like team things. Like they would have to make it. I don't know what Twisted Leagues is, but like people were really wanting that for RuneScape 3.
So basically what it was kind of a sped up version of the game. I think XP was 5 times as fast as normal, and you had like these special relics that gave you other powers, and it was kind of that, and it was limited to one region, and it ran over the course of I think a month or so, and then the top X people got some reward. I'm not actually sure what it was, to be honest. I didn't pay that much attention to it.
Yeah, a lot of people were like upset with the very first quest, with the race. And their like explanation for it was, look at Old School, look at all these amazing things that they have for esports, and we get a race that's kind of like a snooze fest, because like the race was AFKing a skill every time. Like it. So I don't know if you were streaming, but like we had a Queen Black Dragon challenge, and like everyone was like on their toes the whole time. It's like because you built up to that moment for
Yep.
Queen Black Dragon, and that was huge. Like everyone tuned in for everyone's Queen Black Dragon fight, and like it was crazy. Like I think that's how they need to go around. But like they were listening to the content creators' feedbacks. Like we had like a lot, like everyone was just throwing feedback left and right, and they listened. Like because they only gave us like 3 days to do that. Like they're like, you have like 3 days to get this 20-hour gameplay in. It's like, what? And they're like, it's only going to take like 10 hours to do. And they're like, what? No, this is 20 plus hours, maybe 25. Like someone actually had like 32 hours in the race. Like it. So like, yeah, it just
It all just
was
felt
so
a bit
short.
rushed. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so rushed. Like they wanted to do it, but like it's like you could build, you could tell people because they told us a day before. So like you could tell us in advance, we can hype it up, we can, let us do, what we're good at. We're hyped. Like so like let us just do the hype, man. So like yeah, and it was just rushed. Super rushed, but I think I think people enjoyed it, and it's better than nothing. Like that's what I keep on telling people. Yeah, we could have all these things, but at least, hopefully, the next thing is better than the last. And that's how we move forward.
I think I can see why they did it so short notice, though, is because if everyone's streaming building up to the quest the weekend before the quest releases, it gets it. Whereas if it's a week in front and people only stream for the first 2 days, suddenly then there's almost a week of just nothingness. So I can see why they put that short deadline. They just didn't quite get it right.
Yeah.
Tricky.
Definitely agree. Yeah.
Because I know there are speedruns for like Dragon Slayer. So from a new account to completing Dragon Slayer.
Okay.
It's on speedrun.com and I just had a look up and the record is 1 hour and 12 minutes. Which
That's
sounds
actually nutty.
very, very crazy. And there's a Monkey Madness one as well on here. Which is only had one person run it, but it's 1 hour and 2 minutes.
Never done Monkey Madness. Don't yell at me, guys. I've never done it.
It's alright, I'm sure you'll enjoy it when you do eventually get there.
That's the only reason why I haven't done it, because everyone's like, oh, you're going to love that one.
I mean, have you at least done one small favor?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, I feel like that took like the fun out of it because there was teleports and stuff. Like when I was doing it, the whole time I was like, oh my gosh, I feel sorry for everyone that did this without teleports. I was like, what is this quest? I was like, this is awful.
So in your year or so of playing, is there anything in RS3 that you would change?
The new player experience. However, I think like they're working on it. And I haven't like really like made a new account to see, but like when I started, so like people are like, just look it up and stuff like that. But like, I feel like when you start a game, you don't want to look up anything. And like with RuneScape, it's like, you need to wiki something. You need to, look up something. And it gave you like this guidelines, but like mine was like really glitched out. And it told me like to do like Dragon Slayer right away or like some hard quest. I don't remember what the quest was, but like it told me how to do that. And like, I'm just sitting there. To be honest, if I didn't have chat, I probably would have stopped playing RuneScape. Just because the new player experience, like once you get rolling, they push you forward because they want you in game. However, like getting started is so annoying. It needs to be looked at, if not already looked at.
It's a very tricky problem though, because there is so many skills and facets and 19 years worth of stuff.
Yep.
How do you even go around introducing it? It's like,
yeah.
Because...
So I started. I'm sorry, but I started with like 4 other people, and I'm the only one left because everyone's like, "What's this interface? What's this? Like, what do I do?" Like, it doesn't give you a sense of direction. And when it did, it was broken during the time for me. So like this, it's like, yeah, you have 20 something skills. It's like, what do I do? Like as a new player, I feel like you want your hand like being held. Like, and a lot of people's like, just get good and stuff. It's like, but you want to, kind of like have like training wheels for the very first, couple days at least of a new game. So, but it's super hard because you have like 19 years of a game or whatever. It's like, how do you like, they just want to shove that all into you,
Because have you ever played any other MMOs and stuff like that, or?
I have not. Like, this was actually the first one that I played. I came from like a FPS background. Like I said, I was very high level in Overwatch, and so like it was really hard for me like doing like high level stuff like Telos and stuff because it's not what I'm used to. It's not FPS, like it's not a shooter game, and that's what like I was like just. That's what like I compete at, and like it's been super hard like getting to that level of like, MMOs and stuff.
I mean, adapting to the tick system as well, the like non-fluid movement. That's the thing that at first I found almost impossible to sort of deal with. The fact that it felt almost unresponsive, and then just after a while of playing, I think you get into a rhythm of it without realizing. And you sort of notice like why you're not moving when you are, and obviously the smooth moving stuff they did helps a lot with how it looks.
Yeah, to be honest, man, like when I first started playing, I had Evil Lucario Luca. I had him come to the stream. Excuse me. I had him come to the stream because I couldn't understand DPS. Like I couldn't understand rotations. And I was like, I don't mind pressing the buttons. Like, I don't know rotations. Like, just give me a rotation. And, like, that helped, like, so much. Like, that literally, like, that stream changed, like, how I saw a huge increase in my PVM. And, like, it's just, like, I don't know. I don't go on my way to, like, look up the stuff because I kind of, like, want to figure it out myself. But, like, you kind of have to look it up, or you kind of have to have someone tell you. And I just feel sorry, like, for the people that don't have Luca, saying, hey, you're doing it wrong. But, like, I felt lucky, like, I had, like, one of the best players, like, in the game just be like, yeah, just press this button, lol. I'm like, okay, I'll listen to you. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, the combat, like, training and, well, tutorial, I guess, is just basically non-existent, really. I don't know. They need to reintroduce it. I'm thinking like if they can somehow do a introductory thing that leads to a boss, or a boss that has different mechanics and phases and something like that as a tutorial. Don't know quite how you'd implement it, but there's definitely a lot of work to be.
Well, look at what they did with Archaeology. Like they had a tutorial for Arc.
Yeah,
it's older content, not Arc, but like all the other stuff is older content. However. I want to see the turnover rate for new players, because to be honest, like I've been streaming for a year, I barely see new players. I will see new players and then they'll be gone.
Personally, I don't think Jagex are after new players. It feels like they're more after returning players and people possibly moving from old school. And to be fair, in the last month or so, I have seen a bit of a trend of that happening. There's been a lot of people cropping up because I do like weekly community showcase videos. I'm all over like the YouTube browsing and seeing, and there's so many new series of like old school player tries RS3 and that sort of thing. So it's good to see. I guess for us, it's good to see an increase in the player base, and it seems like people are actually giving it a bit of a chance. Because I had this chat a few months ago, I can't remember exactly who it was with, but it seemed like no old school players were coming over. It might have been DWO, Dark World Order, who was the first one to really come over and give it a proper shot. Because before him, I know there was, I think, a friend who spent like 28k to max on treasure hunter keys, and that was his RS3 video stuff. After a while, like it's good seeing people actually give it a chance, I suppose.
Yeah, Dark World's like series was just amazing all around. Like it just really brought like, a lot of new players watched it. So like when I was trying to get into RuneScape, I was one of those players. So, like, that series, like, really helped me out and stuff like that because, like, you could see him go through, like, his trials and stuff. So, like, yeah, it's crazy to see, like, that's a trend right now. It's, like, RS3 goes plays Old School, or, like, Old School goes plays RS3. I think we were talking about that in the Discord, but, like, it's crazy that that's a thing. So, it's awesome that, like, Dark World did that and, like, brought out all these other people because, like, I feel like he was, like, the first to do that. So, it was nice to see, like, that trend because, like, those people are going to bring more people. Like, I think there was a recent Old School player playing RuneScape. I don't think they liked it, at first, but I think like they're really enjoying it now, and that's going to bring those old school players to RuneScape through. So it's very cool to see.
I'm really tempted actually because I haven't played any other MMOs just to try out and go through the tutorial of all of them and see how it is compared to like the RuneScape tutorial, just to see how they introduce stuff, especially some of the older games. Like obviously, WoW is the classic older MMO that's now around, but it's a completely different game.
Yeah, I feel like WoW's tutorial is fine though. Like I've played like the tutorial, and like I think I got like a couple like levels in it, but like I said, like RuneScape was like the first MMO that I sucked into, but like WoW's tutorial was fine. But it's hard, right? Because WoW doesn't. Don't quote me at this because I don't know anything about WoW, but WoW doesn't have 28 something skills. You know?
Yeah,
so
as far as I know, it's the same. But yeah, how do you go about it?
Super hard because like it's like how do we tell you like 19 years of content? How do you feel about like the quest and stuff? Do you feel like the quest, like you need a guide or you need to watch a YouTube video to finish them? Like I always felt like, yeah, you can like do them without them, but like, I just don't want to spend hours on a quest. Yeah, I'm reading chat and stuff, but it's just rough for me for quest.
Some of the older ones that are very convoluted and don't really tell you what to do, particularly clearly in the quest guide, I'm pretty sure you definitely need a guide unless you've done them before. But a lot of the more modern ones I find they've refined it, the way it works, and sort of including the puzzle and stuff. Like I personally quite enjoy doing the puzzles. Not Morning's End Part 2, the light puzzle of Doom, but when they're not like impossible, I quite enjoy sort of stretching that part of my brain a bit. At least for a while, and then if I'm like stuck, I just like, okay, no, guide.
Yep.
And go from there.
Yeah, I've always had difficult times. I guess like people would be just like get good and stuff, but like, oh my gosh, man, I've always struggled with quest. I think just my attention span just can't keep up with it. I'm like, what was I doing? So like, it's just rough for me. Hopefully, it's not like that for everyone.
So you have a claim, obviously, on the RS3 directory of being the best hair.
You damn right, dude. And don't let Spider Mash ever tell you wrong, man.
Man, I wish I'd been streaming before because my hair was glorious, like 2 years ago, like down to here, sort of proper hair, and then I would have taken that crown, but no.
Yo, listen, dude, don't get me wrong. Spider Mash is definitely number 2 in the best hair. Like the golden locks that he has is beautiful, no doubt. However, yo, man. Come on. His thing was like, people had it in the 80s. It's like, dude, so I'm still best hair. And Evil Lucario said he was coming for second best, so it feels bad that Spider Mash is going to be like third best hair. I remember that RS Nerd saying that he had best hair. I'm like, you're bald, dude. Shut up. Get out of here. You
best hair is no hair.
Yeah. I was like, get out of here, dude. Yeah, it's just really funny. It's fun to like jab other content creators because we're just all having a good time, and like it was just really fun. Like just Spider Mash and I just going around just saying we had the best damn hair because like I would put in my title, he would put in his title of the stream. So it's always fun to like shoot shit with everyone.
All right, well, I've pretty much come to the end of everything I think I had to ask. So let's have a look and see if anyone in Twitch chat has any questions they want to ask you. We'll give them a moment to think them up. And one like completely off-topic random question that I've been asking people is... my question's fine. Don't worry about that. It's when those guys start typing stuff. That's when we might run into some issues. But what's your favourite curry?
Oh man, I don't think I have one, man. I don't eat curry that much, to be honest.
Is
that a shock to you?
No, that's been like the answer from most Americans because it feels like it's not as that big of a thing? Are there do you have many curry places or?
No, I don't.
No.
Dude, I live in Kentucky, dude. If it's not fried, dude, people don't even want it, man. What do you mean? Like, man, if it's not chicken, then they don't like it. No, yeah, we have a noodle place that serves curry, but it's just not the same. So I would have to go hours out of my way for it. So yeah, if it's not fast food and fried or very unhealthy, which sucks because I the curry that I've had, it's been enjoyable and stuff, and I would like to branch out on my food stuff, but I just don't have it available for me.
What's the weirdest fried thing you've seen then? Is it mostly literally just the chicken or?
Oh no, dude! If they can fry it, they're gonna fry it. It's stupid. They have deep fried Oreos, deep fried Twinkies, deep fried. It's Reese cups. It's how bad do you want diabetes right now?
Yeah, I've been to America twice on holidays, and it's the portion sizes I think that got us that we noticed straight away is it's just large. Even if it's a small, it's not a small over here, which is crazy.
I really like that question, Stark. So do you know how they do they have guides? It's steps to getting to pref or whatever. They should have guides for what a new player should go for, because you're in this world, you have no idea what you're doing. It's just give them a little push, you know. It's hard though. It really is hard. It's give them a little push, because you get what's it called, the armor that you get at Port Sarim, that's at Port Sarim, and the Pathfinder gear, that the Pathfinder gear is in Port Sarim. Why is it not at Burford, Bertha, at the right at where you spawn? That should be. It used to be, I'm pretty sure, but they moved it to Port Sarim. Put that there. Let them have armor. Let them have a mind spike or whatever, and tell them to go fight goblins. No one know. A lot of new players don't know that it's you can fight goblins till level 30 on every combat and be fine, or just go find them an easy quest, not a hard quest, but set them up for waterfall quest. Start setting them up for that. And I don't think they do that. So and if they do, it's not
the problem with waterfall quest, for example, is it's a members quest, so it'd have to be free to play quests. So Cook's Assistant or something like that. But yeah, it's a little bit limited on some of them, and obviously Dragon Slayer is kind of the big final one for free to play. So it's should be maybe more the journey towards that.
Trolls, not goblins. Did I say goblins? I meant trolls. I'm sorry, guys.
The ones hiding in that cave that you just one shot and get crazy XP.
Remember how we told you how to pronounce Reese's? Hey, yo, dude, get out of this chat. I'm just kidding. Stay in this chat.
Please stay.
Stay in this chat to show him love, but you're dead to me, dude. There's deep fried ice cream. There is. Can I play with your dandelion? No, dude.
A normal question that I'd ask as well in the regular bit is, where does your username come from? But I mean, it's fairly self-evident, isn't it?
So, my username's awful. So everyone will look me up and spell Mulletzzz with an S. So when I was doing YouTube or doing anything, I had to put RS3 Mulletzzz with the keyword, but with an S, because I had so many more people look up that way without the 3 Z's. And so I was okay, I have a mullet. I had a mullet before streaming. That's a lot of people don't think I have a mullet. They come on stream, they're like, holy shit, you actually have one. It's yeah, I've had one for 2 years now. It's they're surprised. They're like, what? And you still have all your teeth? I'm yes, I do. But so I typed in mullet, it was taken. I typed in mullet with an S, it was taken. I typed in mullet with a Z. I was okay, I got fed up and I just put 3 Z's. It was taken. Sorry, I took it.
Yeah.
So I got it. And now I tell people, it's I have a mullet and my content puts everyone to sleep. That's why I have 3 Z's. So that's That's how I do with it. So,
Valid's
but yeah,
asking if you had to come up with a RuneScape competition challenge, what would it be?
it's very hard. It's very hard. I would love to see the community get involved. So like some kind of like community, but like I don't think they have the server power or like anything to do that, and I think they're working on that. But I would love to see like some kind of community event that's like competitive, like because like it just branches out and gets everyone involved, and I think that's how you build hype. I don't know what they could do because like if they do PVM, not everyone PVMs, so they would have to. I think they would have to branch out and think of something really clever.
It would have to be some kind of probably team-based thing, I'd imagine. Where,
Like a 6v6 kind of thing going on.
yeah, but you can't have everyone do combat or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has Molly ever done Cook's Assistant yet? I think so, dude. I think, yeah. Is Cook's Assistant where you go get the milk and the super egg thing?
It's like
then,
it's the
like-
one in Lumbridge kitchen in the castle.
Yeah, I think I've done it. Of course I've done it, man. I'm a RuneScape 3 streamer, man. Of course I have. I represent RuneScape, man. Of course I have. Any content in the game you deem dead or should be reworked or removed? I don't think construction needs a rework for sure. So double XP happened and I did 2 6-hour streams and I hated my life. Yeah, and everyone's like, but Molly, like you haven't, like Mike was telling me, Mike was like, you haven't done 200 mil. Shut up, dude. I was like, I'm not, it just needs rewords, man. Like I just hated my life doing it. Yeah, I haven't done a 200 mil or 120, but like it definitely needs to see something.
I was very glad to see the beach and its sandcastle building. It got me from 96 to 99 construction. I just sat there and made them. I saved my mouse. It is still here with us today. My wrist feels okay. We're good.
Yeah, dude, I love events where I could do absolute nothing and just talk. I could be the just chatty girl I really want to be. What do you guys think of group Ironman? I'm very unfamiliar with Ironman. Like, I literally just have like 30, 40 hours in Ironman. What do you mean by group Ironman? Do you know what that means, Eddie? Like,
so it's something that they're still working on, I believe, for Old School. They announced it last RuneFest, and it's effectively where you have a team of, I think it's 5. Chat will probably correct me. Okay, 5 people, and you effectively share all your resources. So it's like regular Iron Man, where you can't trade, apart from with those other few people. So it's like kind of your own little team working your way through the game and leveling up. So you can have one person dedicated to cutting the wood,
cool.
one person to doing fletching, that sort of thing.
That's cool. It kind of reminds me of like when I would play games with my buddies with Minecraft. Like when you first start out in Minecraft, you know, you need to get resources. So like one would get like mine, one would cut trees for wood, and like that's awesome. Like that sounds cool. I would love to do that with a bunch of friends and like just like, you know, switch the roles around and like everyone like has their like it would feel really rewarding as Iron Man, like a group Iron Man. That's awesome. I like that idea.
You can all do like the quests together and that sort of thing, and just work for it. It's just finding people that play roughly the same amount as you, so someone doesn't go flying off into the ether. So for like old minigames, we kind of covered minigames earlier. Neither of us have really touched them, so we don't even know what's in them.
Yeah, like Castle Wars is a minigame, correct?
I
believe
so.
So a lot of people like really enjoyed that, I'm pretty sure, but it like many games are like dead. It would be cool to get everyone involved into like something, but if it's not right now, I don't know if a rework would like. I think it would bring hype if they did a rework to minigames. However, I think that would die off. Like, look at the archaeology hype. Like, no one's like that hype is gone. It gone, dude. Like, so I feel like they could do a rework or a new minigame, and then it would slowly die, sadly, because I feel like people just want to do PVM or do something else, like get 200 mil like they will probably feel like mini games are like XP waste, which is sad.
Yeah.
Even the spotlight barely helps. Yeah. Yeah, a rework on mini games, to be honest, man, like it yeah. I've never done mini games, so I can't vouch for that, but I don't see that coming back. Like
it kind of doesn't fit the current player's mindset. It feels like it is very efficiency-scape, which kind of sucks because I do wish more people would kind of play the game for fun rather than just to max out and get the most efficient training methods. But unfortunately, with like a lot of the content and stuff being late game based, it kind of, you have to be efficient early on, or it's going to take you forever to get to that level where, like, this is a big problem as well, is people watch streamers and they see all this end game stuff. They come into the game and they're so far away from the new stuff, and there's like anything they do is completely different. So, like, for example, someone's been watching Telos. They come in, oh, I want to do that. All right, in a couple of 1,000 hours, yeah, good luck.
Yeah. Yeah, I recently hit over 1,000 hours on my main. So, like, yeah, that's about the time. That's about the time. Like, it's crazy, too. Like, the RuneScape 3 directory is, like, kind of crazy. Like, it blows my mind that I built a community off of, like, starting as, like, a nothing. Like, as a noob and, like, not knowing anything. Because the RuneScape 3 directory is very heavily on very efficient PVM, very efficient clues, or they're just big names that had already built up a community, so they could do whatever the hell they want in the game. However, so like it blows my mind. Like, I feel like people need to do that more. It's like, hey, let me like, which I think the challenges are nice because people get to see early game and mid game, but like, yeah, man, like you don't get to see that a lot in the RS3 directory, and it's cool when you do see people just trying to build their account up because they've never experienced it.
What if rewards were useful to PVM, like Shattered Worlds, with Bladed Dive and the other abilities? Yeah, I mean, it has to be relevant to some other part of the game. That's another important thing. Like Archaeology, for example, is a really nice skill in that it does link into the rest of the game quite nicely with relics and stuff. Like, there are benefits outside of the skill itself, so it would maybe help people get playing, but then it would also stop people doing what they really enjoy about the game, if that makes sense. So stuff like Dominion Tower, everyone hates it, but it gets you Dominion Mines and stuff like that. So it's tricky because it means people will be spending less time doing the content they wanted to do.
Do you think that is why they're pushing out 4 double XPs a year? Oh, 100% to get people to the in-game content quicker? Of course. 100%. They're doing that and to bring back returning players. Like, that's their big thing, but so I've been playing for a year. I don't play, a lot of people get me hell for this, but I don't play a lot of RuneScape outside of the streaming. Just because, like, if I was streaming a lot, like, that was already like 6 to 15 hours of my day right there of playing RuneScape. So like, especially when I was full-time, like I just didn't play RuneScape outside. However, when I'm playing RuneScape on stream, I'm doing PVM. I'm not skilling. I have literally almost maxed from double XPs, and I have not skilled outside of stream. I have not skilled basically on stream. I've just done racks. I'm almost maxed, dude. Like, max doesn't even like, I don't feel accomplished. I haven't done anything because like XP is just stupid on double XP, So like, I feel like for the new player, they're not gonna get like, they're wanting people to go for the 120s and 200 mil right now. Like, I don't think max is like, it's like, oh, you're max. Who's not maxed in 2020? Which is a joke that I get all the time. But almost max. What's your farming level again? Yo, dude. I thought I told you to get out of the chat. I'm just kidding. Dude, I hate farming.
Just do the farms. Like, play around farms. It's so easy. Farming was my first 99, basically all the way doing player-owned farms. It was before it got nerfed, but it was just so quick. So easy.
Yo, and then I have to play then I feel like I'm playing like Animal Crossing / Stardew Valley over here, and then
There's
I'm like,
nothing
oh
wrong
my
with
gosh,
that. Look after your
no, there's not.
animals.
No, I'm very forgetful, so I always forget about my animals, and then like if they could have died, they would be dead. Like
So
they're
many.
like, what about? They're like, oh wow, you're farming like I think I'm like 70 or 80 based, but my
Yeah.
farming's like 50 something. So I'm just like, oh yeah, let's go do farming. And then it takes me like an hour because I'm stupid.
It's just like Nintendogs. There's so many poor Nintendogs that got forgotten out there. For years they've been abandoned. Much like your, I guess, rabbits or whatever you've got.
What was your luckiest RS day, or did you ever? I've always had freaking streamer luck. I feel like I've always like pissed off people watching me because my very first time fighting Hellware, I got a orb at Krill. I ended up killing a minion and getting a gown, which is a 1 out of 65k drop. I ended up doing that. I ended up getting like I had multiple like 2 item drops and racks. What else have I done? Yeah, dude, I've always had like stupid luck somehow. I don't understand it. Like out of everyone that I'm pretty sure if I learned clues, I would have stupid luck.
First
Like-
clue you open, just 30
Oh, I did-
sorted.
I did 25 easy clues and ended up getting so much money. And like I did a video on it, and everyone's like, you're not supposed to get that much money. Like it's supposed to be consistent, but like you were like getting like multiple mil every clue. Like there was one I got like 5 mil. I was like, this is dumb. On an easy clue.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
think.
like I've always
Oh,
sorry, what'd you say?
No, you continue.
Yeah, I've just always had like stupid luck.
What have you finished your Rax log yet, or not?
No, I've that's the only thing I've been unlucky with the pets. I have not gotten one pet.
What? Not even
If
the
I-
base pet.
Not even the base pet. I don't know if there's something I could do to like kind of cause the base pet or whatever, but other than that, I have a lot more drops. Like I have more drops than like
Then there would
what
be
a normal
even.
yeah. Exactly. So like it kind of evens out.
Yeah, well, I got really lucky with the pets. I was 200 KC for the base pet, and then I finished at about 650. I finished the log,
Oh dang, dude,
which
that's
was
nice.
really nice. Yeah, it's actually Rax was somehow my first boss log finished, which I never expected to be the case, but that was sweet. And then I last week got the Vindictor one done. I went 500 kills, so. By 700 kills, I had both the pets. Then 500 kills later, I still hadn't got a lance. So I went 1200 kills dry on a lance before finally
dude,
finishing it. Oh,
I still haven't gotten a lance. Like I think it's like one of the main things I need from Vindy. I still haven't gotten it. You should do 128 hunter. Dude, I've done hunter like once. I've always like, I don't know. I don't know how to do it officially or just do it because I just never really have. So I've always used like the hunter dummies, and that's how I got like my hunter. Like I just don't know how to do hunter because I'm a noob.
if you can do big game hunter, I'd suggest that. That's a lot of fun.
I don't think my hunter is high enough
Yeah.
yet, but it almost is. I'll probably get my hunter like close to that level.
I was gonna say
On
once
double
once
XP.
you got that and you can start going around and doing the dinos on sort of a rotation. They've obviously got really nice rewards now. Like, you get the Matic. I mean, it's not worth quite as much as it was, but it's still a pretty solid, like 30-40 mil, I think.
Man, I'm still burnt out from the last double XP. It was 2 double XPs ago. I went ham. I ended up getting like 899s. Like I just went nuts. Like it was before ED3 got nerfed, and
Yep.
so like I got all my combat skills like within that day to 99, and like I just went ham on everything, and I'm just still burnt out on it. I don't even think I have any GP right now to buy any buyables. so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I do want to get my Slayer to 99. It's like 97, 98 around there. So I'll probably do that.
I think my last double XP I got rune crafting to 99 and just sat in the rune span. I had a uni assignment, so I just had it open and like was AFK clicky every couple of minutes while working on the uni stuff, and that worked out. And then the one before was 99 summoning, I think. So it's like one a weekend. This one's probably going to end up being maybe thieving and hunter because I'm very close with both of those. So we will see.
Molly even wrote for a pet chance on a web at Rags. True. I forgot I did that. I wanted to tilt chat,
no.
Dude, everyone was spamming. They were so mad at me. It was so funny. Oh my gosh, you want to cause people just to absolute rage. Just get freaking so many people mad. Just pet chance your web.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm at some point in the near future going to go for the Warden title at Telos, but I'm going to do it starting at 0% and just do 100 kills. And
is that 500% for Warden?
500% for Warden, but we're going to start at 0% and just streak every single kill and see how high I end up. So even if I get a drop, I'll continue the streak and just see what happens. Because, it's lost money there and then, but I'll get it at some point. Like, it's fine. If I can learn it up to 500%, I'm sure I can then go back and get those drops again.
Yeah. I think, dude, 500% would be awesome. I enjoy Telos. Like, I really do. I like the idea of, like, the boss design. I just like everything about Telos. And I just wish I was decent at it, which I haven't put the hours into it yet. But hopefully I can soon and, like, focus. I think if, like, I was going to push to 500%, I would probably want to do it off stream, though. Because so I could, like, fully focus and, like, backseat gaming is, like, good, but it's also, like,
if it's constant,
it can get to you. Yeah. I remember, like, my mods having to get onto a lot of people, like, just because of just backseat gaming is just so rough sometimes. And, like, it affects the streamer. It really does. Like, you try not to let it affect you, but we're human. So, remember your 4K Telos kill? Shut up, dude. It smacked me twice. I screamed like a little girl, and then I died.
I mean, at least you lasted 2 autos, right?
Yeah, man. I'm basically Luca, man.
There was a question we kind of skipped over a little bit earlier, which Valiant asked.
I'm sorry?
No, it's alright. Which was what he thinks it would take to make RuneScape less PVM based. Like, the economy is based on PVM, so what would
it's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
It's only going to get... Yeah. They have Go Wars Dungeon 3 in the works. It's only going to be taken over even more. Yeah, don't make another Go Wars Dungeon if you don't want it less... but I think that's what they want.
I mean, I do feel like a lot of people that play RS3 and kept playing RS3 with the evolution of combat and stuff, combat is the thing that they enjoy about the game. So it kind of, unfortunately, it has to be based around it. You thought you were doing 4K Telos, but it was 28%.
Yeah, dude. I was like, there's something wrong. I didn't know how to change the rage. I'll try to be polite with my suggestions. Excuse me, dude. You should overload. It's not like that backseat gaming. Like, that's just, like, common sense. It's like, oh, I need to be overloaded. It's like, why are you not using this type of thing and, like, switching and all that? It's like, I just want to kill the boss. Like, I would like to, like, progress and, like, be better at PVM. However, I need to learn the mechanics first before I start doing backflips, handstands, freaking doing squats while killing Telos. It's like stuff like that. Like, I don't know, like, any of the high term, like what Luca, what Ryan does, what Wazzy does, like all of that, like where they switch. Like, I could do ring switches and stuff, but like that's not like a big thing, right? So like, I don't know, like huge DPS rotations. I just can't do that. I'm just trying to kill the boss to make me feel good about myself, so I don't cry when I go to sleep.
I'm kind of at your level when it comes to like switching and things. Like, I'll do my ring switch for my ult, and then I've got a planted feet switch that I've started to use as well for the extended sunshine and death swiftness, but that's about it. And even that, getting the 2 clicks and then clicking back is sometimes it just doesn't go very well.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Some of the backseat gaming was like 3 different people telling him like to do different things, and it got aggressive. And like, I can't like that's. I try to please everyone, and that's very hard. Like I shouldn't. I should just do me, you know. But like, it's so hard when like you're just trying to kill like a certain boss, and people are like, you're just trying to have fun, right? Like with your friends and stuff. And people are like, one person's like, do this. They're like, no, you don't do this. You're stupid. Do this. And then it's like, no. Just don't fight Telos. This guy, I want to fight Telos, but I suck. It's like, leave me alone, dude. But yeah, the backseat game is good. Like, I would not be here without the backseat gaming.
Yeah.
However,
yeah.
But like, that's how I've gotten better. However, there's just days it's like you just can't handle it and stuff. Like backseat game, it's good to a certain extent. It's like I like even after if I die or if I kill, I'll look at chat. I'll say, what did I do wrong? What did I do well? What could I do better? I feel like when you're bossing, if you're like, there's just people trying to kill it, and then there's like times that you're wanting to get better. And then like during when I'm trying to fight Telos, I just want to try to kill it and like try to learn its mechanics. And then I will try to perfect it, you know?
Yeah.
Like with Rags, like I've fought Rags so many times, like I have a llama mask I can't even see out of, and I've killed it like high in rage with that, like just with like muscle memory, you know, like there's one like literally I can't see at all, and like I still kill it. Like it's just like after that you just know the boss so well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people in chat come in with the best intentions, but sometimes if they are new to the channel or whatever and they don't really know how the streams and stuff go, I think that's where the issue lies. It's not normally going to be with people that have watched you for a while. It's new people coming in.
Exactly.
That's where the issue comes. So.
But yeah, man, it's definitely like a double-edged sword. Like it can really help you, but then it can really affect you. Like I think that's like sometimes why I don't want to like do Telos stream.
Because last week I attempted to, I did my first attempt going through Elite Dungeons solo.
Nice.
I did ED1 and ED2, and then I couldn't do Ambassador. It just...
Did you at least get to, like, the past 2 bosses on ED3?
Yeah. I got... So I died once on Taraket, the second one with all the ranged minions that spawn if you don't kill it very quickly.
Yeah.
And the first kill I wasn't killing the portals because I didn't realise. So chat came really handy with that. Because I went in kind of as blind as I could, just to see sort of how it would be, the learning experience of picking stuff up from chat, and yeah, it was really helpful. But Ambassador was just too much going on. I've done trio kills before, but
yeah,
solo having to focus on absolutely everything was not fun. Because obviously in trios you only get the mage hit like a third of the time. That was not pleasant.
That was always like one of my like, I was like, people were like, what do you want to do with your PVM? I was like, my end goal is to like solo Ambassador. Like Ambassador is so cool. Like I think like that whole design and just like everything about Ambassador to solo it would just mean so much. And so like I always said like I want to get good enough, and that's a very long time away, but like I want to get good enough to solo Ambassador. But like I haven't done much of ED1. Like I haven't given it the time or whatever. ED2 is not hard. Like I think I soloed it my very first try. I think I soloed it before I even duoed or trioed it.
Yeah,
like I just went.
ED2 was basically a breeze after doing ED1. To be honest, I think it took me 45 minutes. Because I went pretty much straight from ED1 into 2. ED1 took 3 hours. And
for one solo.
Yeah. But the first boss, once you understand what you need to do, isn't too bad. And actually Masuta, once you get past the initial like spinny attack he does, I don't know if you've like tried it at all or done the trios. But I've
done it a couple times.
Once you get past that and you get into like the water spouts and then the final bit, it was quite simple. It's just that initial keeping further enough away. But then the problem I had was the fight was so long. it's like 12 minutes of constant focus, being attacked by the hands, and then you've got to jump up, get the crystals, jump back down quick enough to stop the heals.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of restarts rather than deaths at Seiyuu most of the time, because it was like, I've just let that crystal heal all the way up to full and wasted the last 5 minutes of all of my food and stuff. So yeah, very tricky. Alright, so has anyone in chat got any more questions, or shall we start to wrap up? I feel like it's slowed down a little bit. We've covered quite a lot of stuff. Or is there anything that you want to chat about yourself, Mr. Mulletzzz?
No, I think I'm good. Unless anyone else has any other questions, I think I'm all questioned out.
It is a pretty rigorous and constant flow of questions I tend to throw at people.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I had a blast.
Oh.
We getting a stream tonight? I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. I've been in a very weird state at the moment. I'm just trying to like grasp like all my life changes at the moment. So I'm just yesterday I was doing stuff with the wife all day yesterday, so I was very busy. But I don't know. We might have a stream tomorrow, or maybe Tuesday. I'm just trying to like, with me like getting back to my job again. It's very exhausting because I'm not used to working 40+ hours a week. Because like for the past 7 months, I just gamed. Actual doing like programming stuff and like it's just very mental, and where I haven't programmed in 7 months, coding has been like kind of difficult for me. So between that and then just trying to like grasp everything that's happening, it's just been a little rough. So
just
trying to get like
of it.
Yeah, just trying to get into a mental state. Because I streamed a lot when I was at the job before. However, the job has changed a lot, and I just need to grasp that, and then I could get on the ball again. So,
all right, sweet. Well, have you got any shout outs you'd like to make before we close off?
I'm still the best M here in the RS3 directory. Spider Master still second. Yeah, and that's all I'm gonna end with. Always ending with a jab.
All right, Matt. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me, man.
It's been fun, and I know you were saying it'd be nice to have challenges in the future. I've got one that I'm possibly putting together, so I will chat to you about it off stream because it's not for the public yet.
Yeah, just hit me up, man. Just hit me up.